This is a Maleficent boss fight, and this is also a pretty good boss fight. Even though it's in this very enclosed arena, it never feels like it's very claustrophobic.
Any moment now, the final keyhole will be unsealed. This world will be plunged into darkness. It is unstoppable.
We'll stop it. After coming this far, there's no way we're gonna let that
I do love
happen.
that, like, she goes, you can't stop it, and then Sora goes, that has never been true, ever, since I started this journey.
Me, the mistress of all evil!
She actually, that line is from Sleeping Beauty, by the way.
Oh, really?
That exact line.
Oh, that's
You think you
great.
can defeat me, the mistress of all evil? That is a line from Sleeping Beauty. And though it's a different voice actress than it was way back when, it still works.
It's a good line. Wait, she is the mistress of all evil. It's a pretty good title.
Yeah. Yeah, but like her gimmick is that she situates herself above this platform with its own HP bar, and you have to get rid of that before you can really damage her.
Yeah. Not as good,
Again, every
but
boss has its own gimmick, and they're all pretty well designed.
I can't help but feel that actually makes
There's rarely
the
ever
Sora
any,
Riku
like,
fight
straight-
stronger,
Yeah.
just because it's actually a duel and everything else
Yeah.
is gimmick.
Because it's the one that's an actual, like, just a one-on-one duel between
Yeah.
the two forces. And that first duel makes the second one even more palpable because of just how much stronger Riku got when he was possessed by Ansem.
Do you need
Oh,
some
it's
help?
so good.
Riku,
That is a really good fight, that one. Like, I died to it a
Yes,
lot, but it's
a
still a
Keyblade.
really good boss fight.
Unlike yours,
You
this Keyblade
feel
holds the
satisfied
power
when
to
you beat
unlock
him.
people's hearts. Allow me to demonstrate. Behold!
By contrast, this fight is dog shit.
Now, open your heart.
I
Surrender
never
to
liked the Dragon
darkness.
Maleficent boss fight. I still
Oh,
don't like
yeah.
it.
Itself.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
it's
bad
such a
one.
it's
This is it.
I appreciate what they tried to do with it. It just didn't work for me.
Darkness.
It was way like
the true.
it just feels like it's way too chaotic.
I think like the first time I ever saw Kingdom Hearts was a buddy of mine playing this fight specifically. And I just remember not being terribly interested.
The problem is that like she always has fire in front of her, so it's really hard to find an opening to strike her. Because her only vulnerable spot is her face.
Yeah. Just big enemies.
Yeah, this
work well.
this fight was not great at all.
Also just things where you have to jump in the air to hit generally doesn't work too well with the controls in this game.
Yeah.
The responsiveness of the moon jump.
Because this is very much designed. This is very much comes from designed for ground combat, not really made for aerial combat. Even though it does support it.
Yeah, I mean the game has it, but
Technically.
like you literally like fucking moon jump. Like holy shit. So
Yeah.
it does
Also, Sora drops like a lead weight.
Yeah. He jumps real high.
He
then
does
fucking
not have
plummets.
much. Yeah, he does not have much airtime
Yeah, it doesn't work too well.
unless he's in the middle of a combo.
I guess that's why in Kingdom Hearts 2 they had
And
the
I-
triangle prompts for all the crazy air shit.
Yeah. And I did like how grounded this game's combat system felt. It's just that when you have aerial enemies, it just doesn't feel as great. It felt like even though you're doing a bunch of fantastical shit, at the end of the day, like it seemed kind of plausible
How ironic.
in this game.
She was
Which a
just
lot of
another
later
puppet
games
after
they don't. It
all.
doesn't feel as plausible, just because of how
The heart
much
was
anime
reducing
shit you're
Maleficent
doing.
From the beginning. She failed to notice
I
the
can't
darkness
find
in
another way to
her
describe
heart
it. It's
eating
just
away
it
at
is
her.
Dragon Ball Z shit going on the screen.
A fitting end.
It's like first season Naruto versus Shippuden Naruto.
Which generation of Uchiha are we talking here? Like that's the real question.
And you know what I'm talking about, Sam. You know exactly what I'm talking about because we had this discussion before.
Yeah, we did. Alright, here we go.
So this is probably the most famous boss fight in this entire game, and for a very good reason.
I distinctly remember when we were talking about doing this. This was like the one fight I remembered.
Kairi,
And the one like scene.
Yeah.
I do actually more specifically. I remember
This is
telling
the
you this was the only scene from the fucking game I
open your
remembered
eyes.
vividly.
It's no use.
This scene and this boss fight have probably been engraved
girl
in the
has
hearts
lost her
and
heart.
minds of
She
every
cannot
fan
wake
of
up.
this franchise.
It is so good.
What?
This scene is really good, even if you have to watch it like 50 times because you
The
keep
keyhole
dying to this
cannot be
boss.
completed
Yeah, I died a
so
lot.
long as the last princess of hearts still sleeps.
Which is, it's great that they added cutscene skip to the final
Princess?
mix version of the game because
Kairi's
that
a
was a
princess?
very necessary feature.
Yes. And without her power,
Yeah, and this
the
is
keyhole
Ansem
will
doing a
remain
plot dump
incomplete.
about the Princess
It
of
is
Heart
time
and the
to-
Yeah.
final keyhole to the heart of all
Whoever
worlds.
you are,
Somebody had to
let
at some
Riku
point,
go.
I guess.
So you noticed that there were 6 cases down there, and you noticed
first,
there's one case on the
you
top
must
of
give
the
princess
balcony
back
up
her
there.
heart.
Right.
That's the 7th case that was meant for Kairi.
What's...
So I think that's a pretty
Don't
good
you
detail. They
see
still have the
yet?
7th case there, even
The
though they
princess's
never actually
heart
use
is
it.
responding. It has been there all along. Kairi's heart
Yeah,
rests
it's just the
within
plot
you.
thing of like, hey, she's been in you the whole time, dude. Remember the beginning?
Yeah.
Kairi's inside me?
Just they flash back to the
Yeah,
beginning.
she's been inside you this whole time,
Oh,
dude.
know all
Sora,
that
you're
there
not
is
old
to
enough to
know.
understand.
Tell me, who are you?
I don't know. He might have had that class
His
Yeah, baby.
eye and some
by
I had it
now.
when I was 15,
seeker
so.
of darkness.
Unless they're in some shitty school district.
Yeah, really. I had my.
That's abstinence-only education.
Actually, gotta think of it.
You Southern people.
I totally did have that in elementary, middle, and high school. When I think about it.
So,
Yeah.
I shall
Had a lot
release
of
you now,
education.
princess. Complete the keyhole
This
with your
is
power.
again. This is just a
Open the
really
door.
good
Lead me
scene.
into
It looks
everlasting
good.
darkness.
There's meaningful dialogue going on. Meaningful action going on.
I just love the way.
Tells you more about the characters without actually having to explain who they are and what they had to do.
It's just. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's so good. Power struggle.
There's no way you're taking
I also
that
love that he uses the teeth of the Keyblade, whereas Sora uses the blunt edge more. Like he's basically holding his Keyblade in reverse to Sora.
Yeah, I love the way how they hold him differently.
God, this is such a good boss fight.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, when he's throwing your Keyblade, you can guard and reflect it back at him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. That
But
mechanic
there's-
gets
there's
used in
no
like
real-
a lot of boss fights.
yeah. There's no real gimmick here. It basically is a one-on-one duel, but that's probably why it works so well.
I mean, at that point, that's kind of
Because
like
so many other
between
boss
one-
fights are these, like you said, so many of the other boss fights are these cool little gimmicks. But at the end of the day, this boss stands out because it is one of the few one-on-one duels in this entire game.
Yep. And it's against your rival, like the most important character to be equal in power to.
Yeah,
I just feel like it's more.
and your
meaningful.
rival possessed.
Yeah.
He fights like a man possessed, you know.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry.
No, you're not. That's the real truth.
I'm not. I really am not, though. Oh, I feel for that man who was about to do the finishing blow, and then he did his ultimate attack of I'm invincible.
Also, even though like it can somehow come off a bit cheesy, when you're in the moment, you gotta love the dialogue when he says things like "Open your heart to darkness."
Yeah.
Like when you're
Open
in
your
there-
heart to darkness.
Yeah, it sounds cheesy out of context, but in it, you're like, oh man, that's harsh. That's
Yeah.
brutal.
God, that's such a cool boss fight.
Good.
So Sora can't seal the keyhole until it's finished.
It won't work. The keyhole's not finished yet.
What can we do?
Maybe we gotta go wake Kairi up.
So,
I think you're right.
have I talked about all the Keyblades yet? Because I don't know if I should.
You have it. I don't know. We got time in a minute.
Okay.
I think we got the big plot point coming
So-
up soon.
Unlocks people's hearts. I wonder.
That Keyblade is made out of the hearts of the princesses, and it's the only one of its kind in the entire series.
In terms of its design, like being made out of the hearts.
It is the only. It's the only Keyblade classified as a Keyblade of people's hearts,
Oh, okay.
and it has the power to unlock people's hearts. So Sora kind of gets smart for a second here and goes, "If it can unlock people's hearts, how about mine?" Maybe it can release the heart of Kairi that's in me.
Makes sense.
This is actually a really good scene.
Oh, I totally remember.
This is probably one of the. This is one of the best scenes in the game.
I totally remember like fucking crying the first time I got to the scene.
Oh yeah.
Also, the fucking piano
me too.
version of Simple and Clean. So good.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Tonight.
This is a meaningful sacrifice and everything too.
Yeah. And it's so much better because like we talked before about he wasn't the chosen one, so he's like giving up everything for nothing.
Yeah.
Like he never had any like destiny to win or anything.
Yeah, this is again, he is the hero because he chose to be.
Yeah.
He's in a
Not because
circumstance
he
that
had to
needed a
be.
hero, and he goes. He was never destined to be the hero. He was destined to never be the hero, and then he's like,
So
"Nah,
good.
I'll be the hero."
What's
That's more powerful to me than someone who is the chosen one.
falling?
Oh,
Someone who just ends up falling into the role of being a hero just because fuck it, no one else is able to.
it's my favorite kind of story. Especially the ones who end up sacrificing because of that.
Sora,
Yeah.
are you really
Who end up being the chosen one only in hindsight.
Yeah,
happy? I won't let him
because
go.
they tried the hardest.
Yeah.
So, you have awakened at last, princess.
And
Oh.
now the possession's
Keyhole
gotten
is
so
now
strong that
complete.
Ansem
You have
can
served your purpose.
come out as himself. He is still technically in Riku's body, though.
Oh. That's what happens when
That is still technically
Stop him.
Riku's body. There's an adult man in Riku's body.
uh-huh.
I have nothing else to add to that.
So is this
And Riku is not happy with this form of penetration.
Riku!
Oh. Is this what happens if you get to if you become an Uchiha but you don't learn from it? You become an older
yeah,
man.
this is what happens when you. Yeah. This is Riku learning that being Uchiha is not a great thing to be.
Book it.
Yeah.
What about the
So I do like that Riku at the last minute decides this is like he just decide now after seeing all this that he is not a good guy.
Yeah.
He is in the wrong,
You only realize just
which is
now.
more than Sasuke did.
I just want to flash images of Sasuke doing shitty things from the manga or something, or the anime if we get that far by the time we post this. Just cut the man.
Show the scene where he sacrifices his ally, Karen.
Yeah, really, that's what I want to show.
So, Sora is a Shadow Heartless because he has very little darkness in his heart, so he's a weak Heartless.
Right.
But he's also even compared to the other shadows, he's very ineffectual.
That reminds me, have you played Shadow of the Colossus?
Sora? Is that you?
I have played it, I never finished it.
Well, it kind of reminds me a bit of...
But I know the final twist. You don't have
Yeah.
to worry
Well-
about that. I know the story of that game.
Well, it's, I was just going to mention that the transformation into the Heartless gave me the same kind of emotional effect when I first played it as the end of Shadow of the Colossus
Yeah.
when you lose control of your body.
The one thing that Kairi did was not fight, but to hug Sora. Remember, women can't fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, they are female...
Women can't fight.
They are the organization 13 female members. It's just... the story that they're in is terrible, unfortunately. And confusing. Actually, yeah, there's Aqua too, but... We'll get to Birth by Sleep. Someday.
Come with us.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I just want to start that video and you're just crying in the corner. You can hear it in the background. Welcome everybody to Birth by Sleep.
I don't want to do... Actually, I do want
Let's
to do
get
it.
outta
Sleep.
here.
I have a lot to complain about Birth by Sleep.
I'll just sit back.
So, yeah, I do
I'll
wanna
just let
do
you
it.
go for like the 4-hour video or whatever. I'll just hang back.
I'll be ranting, and then you'll be like,
darkness
Brandon,
is flowing
the
out of that
video ended 1 hour ago.
I'm
And I'll be
stopped.
like, shut up, Sam! I'm still talking!
Anyway, on to the 5th scene.
Keyhole,
It was
right?
3 hours ago now.
Maybe, but no one knows what will happen once it's sealed.
Especially when we get to the multiple endings
But we can't
and all
just stay
that.
here. We have to do something.
Yeah, so
I got
now
a
that
friend back
now that
there.
everyone's remember, right now Sora is
Friend.
still technically a
You have one more
Heartless,
friend to worry about.
and that it won't be relevant
Riku's
until
Keyblade
Kingdom
must
Hearts
have been
2.
born of the captive princess's hearts.
Oh, I'm not ready
Just
for
like
that part.
keyhole you saw. Of course,
Like in this game, they just
without
say that
Kairi's
Kairi
heart,
brought him back with
it
the
remains
magic of her
incomplete.
heart and her light.
Once that keyblade
But in
was destroyed,
the sequels, they specify quite
Princess's
clearly
heart
that
should
even
have
in
been
this
free.
form, Sora is still technically a
Sora.
Heartless.
if anyone can save your
Just
friend,
one that, you know,
You can.
basically is the original Sora, but is still technically a Heartless.
Just when we get to Kingdom Hearts 2, I remember the first time I got there, and they're like, "Nobody's," and I'm like, "No, but no, I don't wanna."
Let's...
Oh, I know, we'll
Sam,
save it.
can we not go there quite yet?
We're so close, though.
I have note cards to prepare about that.
I have a dissertation about nobody's prepared for this such an occasion. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, this is them just kind of figuring out, oh wow, that was not a good shot.
Cameras are hard to do. Third-person cameras are hard.
It's great to... That's a great shot of Aerith's shoulder.
Story, right?
By the way, technically in this game it's Aerith, but I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what's funny?
Stupid
I looked
name
everywhere.
changes.
They're the same thing to
You were
me.
with me
I
all
don't
along.
care.
Here's a curious
Finally,
question.
we're
Does
together,
Zack show up in
Kairi.
any of the Kingdom Hearts games?
Now,
Birth by Sleep.
it's time to get
There it
Riku
is.
back.
He's trying to be a true hero,
Same again between
God
us,
damn it.
which means he's in Olympus Coliseum.
I played a bit of
When I
a
turned
Crisis
into
Core
a
on the
Heartless,
PSP. That was my only
you
experience with
saved
Zack.
me,
It's a good
remember?
game.
It's a good game.
I was lost in the
I
darkness.
love that, like, Cloud used Zack as his model to be a super cool shitlord,
I tried to forget
but
it.
Zack is totally not a super cool shitlord.
The darkness almost swallowed me. But then
He's
I heard
kind
a
of like an
voice.
average Joe.
Your voice.
Yeah.
You brought me back.
I didn't want to just.
Except you
forget about
didn't,
you,
but
Sora.
we'll get to that in the next game.
That's it.
Well, you did, technically.
Our hearts
It's
Technically.
just that...
And the light from our hearts.
It just means now when he has to
through
fill out a
the
form that says
darkness.
male,
I
female,
saw
it just
that
says
light.
heartless.
I think that's what saved me.
That's all it really means.
No
Yeah.
matter how deep the
Everything
darkness-
else is virtually the same. You're still the same
He's
person.
also known... Like,
I
he
guess
is
it's
special
more than just
because
a
aside
fairy
from Ansem, he is the only Heartless who ever was able to maintain his human consciousness as a
Why not?
Heartless.
Because it's way too
There's one
dangerous.
thing. If there's one thing I'm looking forward to and very much not looking forward
Come
to,
on,
it's you
Sora.
explaining
We
Ansem
made
and
it this far by
Zenmist to me.
sticking together.
Oh, shut
You
up.
can't
That's
go
where
on.
I'm,
Shut the fuck up.
Kairi,
that's where I'm like, I really want to know, but also I probably don't
That
want
will
to know.
come.
right?
But I love that Kairi's like, I want to go with you, and the Sora's like, no, it's too dangerous
my
because
way.
you're a woman. And you'd be in my way.
Okay, whatever. We
No,
already
the
have
actual
this
reason is
fucking
because we only
cast
have
of
3
Final
parts.
Fantasy 7 and 8 characters in there who are chicks and who do great.
Although, the actual reason is because we already have a full slot of
Don't
party
worry,
members.
I will.
Yeah. You think
We already have our mage and our fighter, so I don't need you anymore.
Kairi will be playable in Kingdom Hearts 3?
I hope she is, because
Wherever
goddamn,
you
they
go.
need...
I really want her
At this
and Riku.
point, they need her to be playable. They need her to be playable, because it's too painful
Yeah.
otherwise.
Was Riku ever playable? He was in like some kind of weird Kingdom Hearts 2 thing, wasn't he? Like some
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah.
Several occasions in the series he was playable. Chain of Memories and the 3DS one.
Yeah. I want to say there was some kind of Kingdom Hearts 2 hack or
He
something.
was a party member in Kingdom Hearts 2. In Kingdom Hearts 2, he was a party member.
Oh, you know what? I think what it was is at one point I was looking at emulating Kingdom Hearts 2 to play it again, and there's some kind of like ROM hack for it where you can play as Riku through the game.
Yeah, because he's a party member and
Yeah.
you can switch it to make any party member playable.
Yeah, so you can just play the whole game as him.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So this is Mickey, right? Or the
Yeah,
king?
this is Mickey reaching out to Riku and telling him, you know, it's okay because you were a dark shitlord, but you're not anymore, so it's okay.
You've learned what the Uchiha didn't. I have seen great.
You have freed yourself from the Uchiha curse of hatred.
I can't wait for all the Naruto fans in the comment section. Just say we've been
I can't wait to hear what Val has to say about this.
Just so many fucking Aeon shitlords in the comment section. Because we've just been ripping on it for, what, like 3 hours now? Like, when did you start this joke? It was like an hour in.
It wasn't long. It was in Destiny Islands, I think.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
So, yeah, like, not even, like... Yeah.
Great. Look forward to it.